Did you know there's a chicken breed famous for laying rich brown colored eggs, often with speckles? And they're absolutely stunning in the garden too. Today I'm sharing everything you need to know about Welsummer chickens, from egg production and personality to whether they're actually a good fit for a backyard flock. Hi everyone, welcome back to the garden. If you love chickens, food forest living, or building a more sustainable homestead in the suburbs, you're in the right place. For those who don't know me yet, hi, my name's Jess. We are a family of 5 growing lots of food in the suburbs of Southern California on our small 1/4 acre lot. We are always adding on to the edible landscape, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Our goal is to eventually replace the grocery store in regards to produce and eggs, and we have already replaced the grocery store with our egg consumption with our backyard chickens. Today we are talking all about Welsummer chickens, one of the prettiest and most popular heritage breeds for backyard flocks. And honestly, once you see those eggs, it's easy to understand why people fall in love with them. Also, side note, make sure to stay until the end and I will show you our Welsummer's baby chicks. These chicks are a cross between a Welsummer hen and a black copper Moran silky mix rooster. They are so cute and sweet and are almost 11 weeks old now. Also, I made a video all about our different hybrid chicks when they were first hatched, and I will post it here if you are interested. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about the history of Welsummers. Welsummers originated in the Netherlands in a little village called Welsum, which is where they got their name. They became popular because farmers wanted a hardy, dual-purpose bird that could both lay beautiful dark eggs and provide meat if needed. And today, they're especially loved in backyard flocks for their gorgeous feathers, the coloring, and those deep terracotta brown eggs. Fun fact, Welsummers are actually one of the breeds used to help create the fictional chickens in Harry Potter. Let's talk about appearance. One of the things I love most about Welsummers is how beautiful they are. The hens have these warm brown, gold, and black feather patterns that blend perfectly into the natural garden setting. They almost look like woodland chickens. The roosters are especially striking as well, with their iridescent black tails and rich reddish-orange coloring. They're definitely one of these breeds that adds beauty and character to the backyard. All right, let's talk about egg laying. Let's talk eggs because this is what Welsummers are really known for. Welsummer hens lay large, dark brown eggs that can sometimes have speckles or are really rich terracotta tone. Not every hen lays super dark eggs, but overall, they're known for producing some of the prettiest eggs in the chicken world. You can expect about 160 to 250 eggs per year, depending on genetics, diet, and overall care. They're not the highest production breed out there, but for a heritage breed, they're very reliable. And honestly, opening up a nesting box full of those brown eggs never gets old. While Welsummers are known for these dark eggs, my Welsummer hen lays medium brown terracotta-like eggs, sometimes with speckles, sometimes without. And lately, they have been turning a light brown. According to Google, this should be from the change in a diet, or it sometimes happens due to age or before the molting season. It is before the molting season, so I will keep you updated on that, but just know Welsummer chicken eggs can range from a light brown, golden brown, to dark brown with or without speckles. Let's talk about temperament. Welsummers are usually calm, intelligent, and independent birds. Mine tend to be curious, but not overly clingy. They're friendly without being super demanding. They also do really well free ranging because they're excellent foragers. If you have a garden or food forest setup, they're great at hunting bugs and scratching around while being still relatively manageable. They can be a little more alert than breeds like Orpingtons, but that's actually helpful for them to stay predator aware. Okay, let's talk about cold and heat tolerance. Another great thing about Welsummers is that they're pretty hardy. They handle both heat and cooler weather fairly well, as long as they have proper coop ventilation, shade, and fresh water. Their single combs can be more vulnerable to frostbite in extremely cold climates, but many backyard keepers say they do great year-round. So are Welsummers good for beginners? I actually think Welsummers are a really nice breed for beginners. They're hardy, beautiful, fairly low maintenance, and they lay unique eggs that make your egg basket look amazing. If you want a productive flock with more natural heritage breeds, Welsummers are definitely worth considering, especially if you enjoy colorful egg baskets and a flock that looks beautiful wandering through the garden. So let's talk about all the pros and cons. Here are the pros and cons in my experience. Pros: beautiful brown eggs, gorgeous feather coloring, hardy heritage breed, good foragers, calm temperament, a great addition to mixed flocks, and auto-sexing traits. This is a big one. Many Welsummers are considered auto-sexing or pattern sexing, which means male and female chickens can be identified by distinct color pattern differences the day they hatch. Female chicks typically show dark, well-defined head V-shaped markings on the head and a strong, dark, distinct eyeliner extending from the eye, and a dark, solid connected stripe running down the back. I call this the chipmunk pattern, and I see it with our current baby chick, who is a hybrid. Her name's Peanut, and you can see her and reference that in this video I'll post here. The male head marking, eyeliner, and back stripe is lighter and more faint, and you can see it with our chick video as well. So basically, the females look like a dark chipmunk with well-defined lines in their pattern, and the males look like a light brown chipmunk with fuzzy, blurred lines. So check out that video if you're interested in that. Let's talk about cons. Not the absolute highest egg producers. Egg darkness can vary in shade. And another con is they can be a little more independent than cuddly breeds. But overall, they're one of those breeds that's really balances beauty and practicality. So this is our Welsummer Bandit. She got her name because she could escape out of anything when she was a chick. She is calm, quiet, and sweet. She's not really into cuddles like some of our other chickens, but does like to be pet. Her egg song is quieter than some of our other chickens, which is really nice when you live in the suburbs. Here are two of her baby chicks, Pepper and Peanut. Peanut looks very similar to Bandit when she was a chick, except she has these adorable muff cheeks as well. Those are from her dad, who's the silky black copper Moran mix. And Pepper is all black like her dad and has the muff cheeks too. Both are calm and sweet and not super into cuddling, just like Bandit is. If you've ever raised Welsummer chickens, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your experience with them and see how dark your eggs are. And if you enjoy backyard chickens, gardening, food forest living, make sure to subscribe because we've got plenty more homestead style content coming up. Now is the perfect time to watch my video all about Bantam Cochin chickens. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.